Welcome to Gridiron Ring, live right here on Periscope tonight as the WWE Superstar Shakeup continues. Coming up next on SmackDown Live, Vince McMahon, I guess, has a huge announcement to make. An announcement about the biggest acquisition in SmackDown Live history. It's probably either going to be Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar. Some people are saying CM Punk. I highly doubt that. It's probably going to be either Reigns, Lesnar, or Braun Strowman, though, coming over from Monday Night Raw to SmackDown Live. Wouldn't be surprised one bit, though, if it was indeed fact Ronda Rousey. I know that she posted a picture yesterday that she's on vacation with her husband Travis Brown after losing last Sunday at WrestleMania 35, but I wouldn't be surprised with the Fox deal coming up that if Ronda does go over to SmackDown, but we'll find out here within the next couple minutes. So, Superstar Shakeup will continue. They are still in Montreal like they were last night, and I guess as well, the Superstar Shakeup will continue throughout the rest of the week on WWE social media, so I guess we'll have to keep an eye out for that, who's going to be switching up brands either from Raw to SmackDown, SmackDown to Raw, NXT to the main roster, whatever the case may be. But excited to see what's going to happen tonight on SmackDown, just because, I mean, last night we did have some big moves, but with Vince's announcement, which will probably be the main event segment, I'm thinking, unless it kicks off the show. They're saying it's going to be the biggest acquisition in SmackDown Live history. So, Miz and Mrs. will also be on right after SmackDown Live if you're going to be wanting to watch that. But I'm going to be doing live reactions, play-by-play of WWE SmackDown Live here, coming up here within the next couple of minutes. So thank you guys for tuning in and watching. Chat questions and comments, always greatly appreciated. I'll get to that here in a second. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe to Gridiron Ring, Gridiron 18, and myself, Cool Hand Luke 96, on social media. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and right here on Periscope. Twitter and Periscope for myself, Cool Hand Luke 96, and then Gridiron 18 on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And be sure to subscribe on YouTube. So, Brock Lesnar to SmackDown. I think a lot of people were thinking that. I think a lot of people were thinking Roman Reigns. A lot of people have brought up CM Punk's name, which I highly doubt will happen. But I think I wouldn't roll out Ronda Rousey like I was saying a second ago before you tuned in. But I think it's either going to be Reigns, Lesnar, or Strowman coming over from Raw to SmackDown with the new Fox deal coming into play come October. And hell, they could have another Superstar Shakeup or a draft right after SummerSlam, but we'll have to find out and see what happens here tonight. We start off with a recap from last night on Monday Night Raw, as all superstars are eligible for this year's Superstar Shakeup. We had The Miz come over to Monday Night Raw. Whether his feud with Shane McMahon will continue, that's still yet to be seen. Aleister Black and Ricochet, Lacey Evans and Naomi. The Viking Experience, the War Raiders. They will also be on Raw for the time being. However, they weren't on the actual graphic saying that they're moving to Raw. So we'll have to find out and see what they do with them, because they are the current NXT Tag Team Champions. Andrade, Rey Mysterio on Monday Night Raw now as well. Eric Young, they just put him in the graphic. They didn't even really announce it. The Usos, Jimmy and Jey Uso, they're on Monday Night Raw now, coming over from SmackDown Live. And then the main event segment last night, we had a six-man tag. It was Rollins and Reigns versus McIntyre, Corbin, and Lashley. And then the phenomenal one, AJ Styles, came out. So AJ is on Monday Night Raw now. So now they're going to need somebody from Raw or even from NXT to come up. Thank you guys for the likes and super likes. Keep those coming on through. Share this on social media as well. They're going to have somebody from either Raw or potentially somebody from NXT to come up to replace AJ, his type of caliber on SmackDown Live. So we'll see what happens here up in Montreal, Quebec, Canada as the Superstar Shakeup continues. And Kevin Owens, hell yeah, kicks off SmackDown tonight. Welcome home, KO. And Kevin Owens is going to have the Kevin Owens Show to kick off SmackDown this evening. Hashtag Superstar Shakeup. Hopefully that's how you found this live reaction stream right here on Periscope. Be sure to share this as well. Quote, tweet it on Twitter, and use that hashtag Superstar Shakeup to get more people in here, along with everybody that is currently in the chat room at this moment. So Kevin Owens, the hometown kid, one of the hometown kids, the other one, Sami Zayn, he was on Monday Night Raw last night. 3 office chairs set up in the ring. No table, surprisingly, for the Kevin Owens show. First time that's ever happened. 2 different Kevin Owens signs, KO show signs in the ring as well. He waves to somebody front row here on the camera side. Maybe some friends and family in attendance, I would assume. Chat questions and comments, greatly appreciate, guys. So KO, Kevin Owens, Kevin Steen gets a huge reaction in his hometown of Montreal, Quebec, Canada to kick off SmackDown Live. A round of applause for him. Looks like he's a little shooken up right now. Welcome to the Kevin Owens Show. Part of it in French Canadian. Now, whatever he just said there, I didn't understand a damn word of it, but I think he said something about his family being in attendance and then him being left off WrestleMania. He did not have a match at WrestleMania last Sunday, WrestleMania 35. Kevin Owens show here this evening, though.
From the Superstar Shakeup, tonight is night 2, and there's still a ton of surprises coming your way. In fact, later tonight, Mr. McMahon himself.
Mr. McMahon himself, Vince McMahon, getting booed. He's going to reveal the biggest accusation in SmackDown Live history. And then Kevin Owens says the biggest superstar in SmackDown history is already here. That's me. And he's correct. He's right to some extent. He's one of the best. Don't get me wrong about that. Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens chants.
I really appreciate that, but out of respect for my guests, I'm going to move on because that guy truly deserves my respect, and he has it fully. He's my guest tonight, and he's someone who had a WrestleMania moment that we will never forget.
His guest is going to be Kofi Kingston, I bet. Yep. WWE Champion Kofi Kingston is on the Kevin Owens show. New Day, yes it is. Kofi will probably be by himself, I bet. Well, there's Xavier. Big E is out with an injury. He got his knee scoped out. So he's going to be out of action for probably a couple weeks, probably about a month or so. And they actually announced that on TV here, so They let people know. Kofi comes out with the title around his waist, a plate of pancakes, Xavier Woods with his trombone. They are the two guests on the Kevin Owens show here this evening. At least Kofi is. They might have somebody else come out, but they have 3 chairs set up. One for Owens, one for Kofi, and one for Xavier. Kofi, 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 Kofi chants.
Gentlemen, welcome to the Kevin Owens Show. Welcome to Montreal. Let's have a seat, shall we? Kofi, it's great to have you here because,
Ole, 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 ole.
It's great to have you here, dude, because what you did at WrestleMania is something none of us will ever forget. In your first WWE title match in, 11 years, right? A match that you have to earn.
Daniel Bryan will probably come out, I bet.
You went ahead, you faced Daniel Bryan and against
Or maybe Kevin Owens is going to say, I want you for the WWE Championship. Kofi defeated Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania to win his first ever WWE Championship.
And on behalf of everyone here tonight, I want to say congratulations.
Kevin Owens says congratulations, stands up, gives Kofi a round of applause, tells the crowd to do the same exact thing, so they do. Kofi chants, "You deserve it."
Kev, I appreciate the kind words, man. WrestleMania, we did something special, didn't we? And I got to share that special moment with my family. I got to share it with my brothers, and most importantly, I got to share it with every one of you. And it's because of you. Je suis la champion!
Kofi says it's because of us that he's the WWE Champion.
Very impressive. Very shocking. Oh, that means yes. They approve. No. Now look, I'm gonna sit again. I like sitting. I don't mean to be a downer, but I can't help but notice that somebody's missing tonight. Big E is not here.
Kevin Owens brings up that Big E is not on SmackDown.
From what I understand, unfortunately, it's not because he's still stuck in the splits position in Brooklyn.
No, unfortunately, E is not here with us tonight because last week in our match, he was injured.
Big E was injured last week on SmackDown.
But then, honestly,
Got his knee scoped out.
with all this superstar shakeups nonsense, Raw took like 80% of the up, down, down roster. And what am I supposed to do? I'm trying to make a successful YouTube channel, and they're taking everybody from me. And honestly, if I don't see Tyler Breeze on SmackDown by the end of the show, I'm going to lose my mind.
Xavier Woods says he wants Tyler Breeze on SmackDown because Raw took most of the up, down superstars for the up, down YouTube channel. So he wants Tyler Breeze on SmackDown Live. Maybe they'll reform the Fashion Police. Be sure to subscribe to Gridiron Ring. Gridiron Ring YouTube channel over on YouTube. Go to YouTube, search Gridiron Ring. Hit that subscribe button. Share it as well.
Now, we don't like those guys.
Brought up Shinsuke Nakamura and Rusev.
You guys are used to being a trio. And now...
Kevin Owens, I think he's going to align himself with a New Day for tonight, sounds like.
If you ask me, I think you guys need backup more than ever. So, with Biggie not here, I think it's time you guys enlist the help of Big K.
Big K. Big K.
Big O. Big O's better. It's funnier. Let's go.
Big O.
Big O, right here.
Big O.
So, again, they're saying yes. So you're saying you want to be the third member of the New Day? That is exactly what I'm saying.
Kevin Owens wants to be a part of the New Day. replacing Big E because he's out of action with an injury. Big K, Big O, they're going to go with Big O.
Are you willing to wear a crop top? We can talk about it.
Are you willing to wear a crop top?
There's cereal testing.
Cereal testing?
There's pancake throwing.
Pancake throwing?
There's video game tournaments.
I'll work on that too.
Video game tournament?
Honestly, you just came back from injury and
Rusev and Shinsuke Nakamura looking on from backstage.
Bueno region with us?
so can you even really do that right now?
You mean like this?
Kevin Owens starts dancing in the middle of the ring.
I got one for you too. You're damn right I can swivel my hips. This is great.
Kevin Owens is best.
Okay. So you want to be the honorary member of the New Day, okay? And I consider myself to be a champion of the people. So let's ask the people, Montreal, do you want to see?
Kofi asking Montreal if they want to see Kevin Owens as part of the New Day this evening. And they say yes, because Kevin Owens is from Montreal, so it looks like KO is going to be a part of the New Day this evening. He should come out in Big E's singlet, is what he should come out in. Big O, Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens is the best. Okay, Kofi is giving Kevin Owens his crop top. Kevin Owens is wearing his new KO shirt with a tie. And now he's putting the crop top on over top of it. It barely fits him. He's saying it's a little too tight, a little too snug. The hell is that? Oh, it's a unicorn. They're going to put that on Kevin Owens' head. This is funny. Kevin Owens has just aligned himself with the New Day to be an honorary member in place of Big E. We got Xavier Woods, Big O, Kevin Owens, and Xavier Woods. Or Kofi Kingston, the WWE Champion, excuse me. Superstar Shakeup will continue, though. 3-on-2 handicap match. Well, Cesaro. Where's Sheamus at? Okay, where's Sheamus at, though? I was just about to say it was about ready to be a handicap match. The New Day with Kevin Owens versus Rusev and Shinsuke Nakamura. But then who would be their tag team partner? Maybe a returning superstar. Finn Balor on SmackDown. I knew it. I knew they'd switch up the mid-card titles. Samoa Joe's going to be going to Raw. Samoa Joe was not on Raw last night, though, because of an illness. So Balor going to Raw. Or Balor coming over from Raw to SmackDown. Blue Balor once again. The Intercontinental Champion. Finn Balor on SmackDown. Wow. That's a big move. Now we don't get Balor Styles on Raw, though, unfortunately. Intercontinental Champion is on SmackDown Live. Up next, Finn Balor. Doesn't have an opponent listed. So, well, as I was saying there, though, it would have been a handicap match. The New Day with Kevin Owens versus Rusev and Nakamura. But then they need a tag team partner. Make it a 6-man tag. 3-on-3. Maybe somebody returning. However, then Cesaro just walked up out of the blue backstage as they were watching from a TV and said, "It sounds like you guys need a tag team partner now. What do you think about me?" So they said, "Okay, so we got ourselves a 6-man tag now, but what the hell? Are they breaking up the bar? Is Sheamus going to be going over to SmackDown? Is Sheamus still going to be on, or is Sheamus going to be going to Raw, excuse me, and then Cesaro's going to be on SmackDown? Or are they going to keep the bar together? They're just not using Sheamus this evening? Maybe he's sick as well. Like I said, Samoa Joe, out of action right now with an illness, battling the flu. he was actually supposed to have a segment last night on Raw with Braun Strowman. Instead, they had Braun beat the holy hell out of EC3. So who knows if that's going to be last we'll see of EC3, hopefully. But they'll just bring Joe over to Raw now next week and have him and Strowman go at it. So it looks like Strowman's not going to be coming to SmackDown now. They bring over Balor, the Intercontinental Champion. So the Intercontinental Champion on SmackDown now. Finn Balor on Blue Brand. So the big acquisition, though, later on this evening will probably either be... it's probably going to be Reigns. It's either going to be Reigns, Lesnar, not going to be Strowman now. He was one of the 5, I thought, potentially, but definitely not now. Not unless they have him and, oh God, I don't know who from SmackDown go at it, because Joe's going to be going to Raw now, it seems like, because Balor's on Raw, or Balor's on SmackDown coming over from Raw. And a lot of people are saying CM Punk, but I don't see that happening. But that'd be a big a big move, bringing him back in the company, having Vince, of all people, bring him out and introduce him back into the company. But I would not rule out Ronda Rousey, though, either. I know she posted that picture yesterday. She's on an impregnation vacation with her husband, Travis Brown. But we don't know when that picture was taken, you know. She might have just put it out there, you know, just to get people talking, thinking, you know, okay, she's not going to be around for a while, which hopefully she's not going to be around for a while. I don't like her one bit, but it's probably going to be Reigns. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Lesnar, though, just because of the Fox deal. But they got to replace Styles because he's on Raw now, so... Balor replacing Styles, okay, that's big, but to some people, Balor still, in the WWE at least, isn't as big as AJ Styles. Now, over in New Japan, that's different. They're on the same scale. But, come back from commercial break now. Superstar Shakeup continues. Hashtag SD Live, SmackDown Live. Hashtag Superstar Shakeup. Hopefully that's how you found this live reaction stream. Finn Balor, music still playing. He's standing in the middle of the ring. See who's going to come out and challenge him, maybe. Yeah, 6-man tag, though, with The New Day and Big O, Kevin Owens. That was hilarious, I thought. With Rusev, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Cesaro, but they must have broke up the bar. Sheamus might be going to Raw now, but the Superstar Shakeup's going to be continuing the rest of the week now, I guess. They're going to be posting stuff on social media, so we'll have to keep an eye out for that. Here comes Ali, Mustafa Ali. They need to change his name in general, not shorten it to Ali, because in my opinion, when you think of Ali, when you say Ali, you think, in my opinion, at least, I do. Everybody has their own opinion. I think of Muhammad Ali. So... I mean, he's a good wrestler. If they get him in a feud with Balor, I wouldn't mind it. I'd have Balor go over in a heartbeat, but we'll have to see what they end up doing with Randy Orton as well. He still could come out, maybe align himself with Kevin Owens once again. He might hit him with an RKO out of nowhere. Keep an eye out, though. They might have Orton hit an RKO on Ali. Maybe Balor as well. Maybe they have Randy Orton become Intercontinental Champion once again. He hasn't been Intercontinental Champion since like 2002, 2003, if I'm not mistaken. It was when he was part of Evolution. So, a regular singles match. They don't put the title on the line. Match underway, bell rings. Balor with a shoulder tackle and Ali. Too sweet. Whoop, whoop. Balor has Ali in a headlock.
Remember, it was Finn Balor's alter ego, the Demon, who defeated Bobby Lashley at WrestleMania 2 weeks ago to regain the Intercontinental Championship.
Nice drop kick from Ali on the Intercontinental Champion. Nice takedown. Now Ali has Balor in a headlock. Tom Phillips, a Penn State alum from the Philadelphia area, attended Penn State Altoona, and then Penn State before getting in the WWE. Tom Phillips, Corey Graves, and Byron Saxton on commentary this evening. Corey Graves from the Steel City of Pittsburgh. Let's go Balor chants. Ali in control right now. Nice punch to Ali. Balor throws him in the corner. Ali moves out of the way. Nice running elbow from Finn. Cover one with a kick out. Nice power slam. Nice elbow. Cover 1-2 kick out by Ali. Balor working the left arm of Mustafa Ali.
It's a smart move by Finn Balor, slowing down Ali. Finn's very adept at picking up the pace, but may actually be a step behind Ali when it comes to aerial ability and in-ring speed.
This is a great acquisition for SmackDown Live just to begin our evening here with this two-night event of the Superstar Shakeup concluding later on tonight. Mr. McMahon will be...
They say the Superstar Shakeup will conclude later tonight, but however, it's going to continue. I did hear throughout the rest of the week on social media, so we'll see what happens there. Balor throws Ali off the ropes. Ali with a kick. Balor now gets thrown outside the ring. Nice kick to the front of the face of Finn Balor. Suicide dive from Ali to Finn Balor right in front of the ramp. Match will continue as they go to a split screen commercial. So they're working. It seems like SmackDown's the only one who does split screen commercials as well. But they continue here during the split screen commercial. And Ali rolls Balor back in the ring. Cover 1-2 kick out by the Intercontinental Champion. Ali working the left shoulder of Balor.
What an incredible set. The greater than ever Corolla. Let's go places.
Don't forget Power Drop coverage.
Cricket covers over 99% of Americans.
Nice knee to the midsection to Balor from Ali. Nice chop to the chest.
I've got cricket. I'm good.
Ali with a quick roll up. Balor gets out of it. Nice drop kick.
Smile. You're on cricket.
Balor has Ali in the corner. Takes him down. Balor with a nice stomp. Backs off.
Cancer screening for people 50 and older.
If Balor is on Raw, does that mean Joe? Or if Balor's on SmackDown, yeah, Joe's going to be going to Raw next week. He just wasn't on last night because he's sick. They were supposed to have Joe Strowman segment, but they had Strowman EC3. Balor with a cover, 1-2 kick out. Yeah, so Balor's officially Blue Balor now on the Blue brand on SmackDown Live. And Samoa Joe will be going to Monday Night Raw. As I thought would happen, I did think the Intercontinental Championship and the United States Championship would be switching brands. The mid-card titles switching over from Raw to SmackDown, respectively. So, still a split-screen commercial right now on SmackDown Live. Earlier, we had a segment, the Kevin Owens show. Kevin Owens aligned himself with the New Day. He's going to be in a 6-man tag, replacing in place of Big E, who's out of action with injury right now, versus Rusev and Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro later on in a 6-man tag. And then Vinnie Mac, Vince McMahon will be making an announcement later on for the biggest acquisition in SmackDown Live history. And that's got people talking for sure. Let me know in the chat who you guys think it's going to be. I personally think it's either going to be Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar. I did have Braun Strowman in there, but with Joe going to Raw now, them in a feud together, Strowman will be staying on Raw. A lot of people are saying CM Punk. I wouldn't roll out Ronda Rousey, though, either, but we'll find out and see later on in the main event segment. Back to full screen now. And Balor in control. Nice knee to the midsection. Nice chop now to Ali in the corner. I did see that as well earlier. If they ever brought in Conor McGregor, they would bring him in during a pay-per-view, at the end of a pay-per-view. This is what I think. Everybody has their own opinions, and you're entitled to it. All you want. Ali with a nice move on Finn Balor there. Or they'd bring him in on Monday Night Raw. I don't think they'd bring him in on SmackDown, but I mean, you never say never. We'll see. Montreal crowd would definitely go crazy if it was indeed fat Conor McGregor. Balor with the cover, 1-2 kick out. Who won? Ali or Balor? Match still going on. They just came back from a split screen commercial, so match continues. It's not for the Intercontinental Championship or anything like that. Money in the Bank coming up next month. With the Fox deal now, yeah, well, that's why 1-2 Ali where the cover Balor kicks out with hold on one second here. With the Fox deal, I agree with you, okay? And with Styles going to Raw, they got to have somebody come over to SmackDown to replace him. Balor, as I was saying earlier before some of you tuned in, Balor to WWE, I don't think he's on the same level. In WWE's eyes, I think Balor's on the same level as Styles. But in WWE's eyes, I don't think they think that Balor is the same type of superstar as AJ Styles. New Japan, yes. Both of them are at the same level. But they need to have somebody come over to replace Styles. It's probably going to be Reigns or Lesnar, to be honest with you. If they brought in McGregor, I don't think it'd be till later anyway. Maybe SummerSlam. Maybe the Raw before the Fox deal. And then advertise them for that Friday, the first SmackDown on Fox, to get people tuned in. The thing is, you got to get oh my God. Jesus Christ. Ali with a cover now, trying to get a cover. 1-2 kick out by Finn Balor. Holy hell. Show the replay here. From the top rope. Holy hell. I support Ali because, okay, could be crazy. It could be. I mean, everybody has their own reasons for liking superstars and not liking superstars. Balor moved out of the way. Nice drop kick in the corner. Balor going up top now for a coup de grace on Mustafa Ali. Coup de grace connects. Cover on Ali. 1, 2, 3. Finn Balor wins his first match on SmackDown Live. Maybe a SmackDown premiere on Fox. Yeah. Because then that gets people talking for the next night to tune into Raw. Like that gets people buzzing. So, showing replays from the match just took place between Finn Balor and Mustafa Ali. I mean, if it was McGregor, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I really didn't even think about McGregor a whole lot. That's why I really don't know what to say about it. I mean, I want to be shocked because there's been talk about it for how long, but Finn Balor with some respect towards Mustafa Ali. Nice handshake. They both stand tall. Finn Balor defeats Ali, though, on SmackDown Live this evening. Finn Balor officially on SmackDown. There is Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston now backstage. Walking around. I think they're looking for Kevin Owens. Yeah, there's KO. He's still in a suit. Hasn't got changed yet.
Are you ready for your initiation, though?
Kevin Owens' initiation.
You have to eat all these pancakes in Biggie's time of 5 minutes and 37 seconds. Ready?
Kevin Owens has to eat the entire plate full of pancakes in Biggie's record amount of time of 5 minutes and 30 seconds. This is what you signed up for. You gotta eat all these pancakes if you want to be in the New Day. If he eats all those pancakes before his match, he's gonna be so... He says they're so dry. He's gonna eat maybe a couple of them like he's doing now. He's gonna eat all of them later. They'll throw him out or something. Here comes R-Truth. Where's Corey Graves' woman at? There she is. There's Carmella. Hey, what's up? Feel me? Say what's up. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? All Elite Raw. I think if he would have went to Raw, he would have went last night. But they're going to continue it throughout the week, I guess, I heard. And they're going to do that on social media. Charlotte Flair versus Carmella up next on SmackDown. So Charlotte will stay on SmackDown. Becky's going to be on Raw. They might have Carmella or Charlotte or Natalya maybe, since she lost to Lacey Evans last night on Raw, win the SmackDown Live Women's Championship if they do split those up and not have Becky be a dual champion. But yeah, I think if Ali would have went to Raw, he would have went last night, but they could still move them, on social media and put them on Raw, because I guess that's what they're going to end up doing. They're going to just announce stuff on social media the rest of the week. Would be cool to add Hardcore Belt again. They need to add, I said this, it was recently, I don't remember exactly when it was, within the past, I'd say month. Whether I said it on here, when I was live streaming on YouTube videos over on Gridiron Ring's YouTube channel, be sure to subscribe. I said the main roster, they need to add a title, whether it be bring back the Hardcore Championship, whether it be bring back the European Championship, which they could do that for NXT UK. I don't think a lot of people would mind. But you see what NXT did now last year with the NXT North American Championship. Okay, that, in my opinion, should be defended on NXT, Raw, and SmackDown. You have a superstar who is talented enough to be on all three brands and defend the title whenever they have to, whenever need be. But the main roster, if they don't do that, which they haven't, the NXT North American titles have been in existence now for like over a year, they need to create a new title. I know once they, a couple years ago with the Women's Championship, they went from the Divas, they went from Women's to Divas and then back to the Women's title, and then they made two, like they gave one to SmackDown as well. They have the WWE, they have the World Heavyweight. Well, they did have the World Heavyweight. They only had the WWE for a while. And then the New Day, they're going to be on Nickelodeon. Double Dare. The Bella Twins as well. Double Dare Live is actually coming around here to my area within the next month. I did see that. But they introduced the Universal title. They have the Intercontinental in the U.S. as well. But they need to have, because they have so many damn superstars, not enough time on the shows, in my opinion. But they have a shit ton of superstars that some of them haven't been on TV in weeks, months. So if you'd add another, say, mid-card title, if you want to call it that, I'd be fine with that. But yeah, I would agree bringing back something or creating a new one just to give superstars a chance. We want to start that hashtag. Give divas a chance. Give regular WWE superstars a chance, for God's sakes. Now, I did hear as well, I'm sure some of you have too, but if you haven't, and you're hearing it now for the first time, I did hear, as we see the Pokemon Pikachu commercial for the new movie that's coming out next month, that with Fox getting SmackDown on Friday nights, it's going to be live. There has been talks that SmackDown's going to go to 3 hours, so the third hour is going to be on Fox Sports 1 from 10 to 11. I had said, I think it was last week before, maybe because the Fox network has Fox News at 10 o'clock, as we see another Bray Wyatt vignette with the Buzzard coming out of the box, and then maybe the dolls in the dollhouse later on as we come back from commercial. Maybe have SmackDown from 7 to 10. You don't have to worry about the news whatsoever. You have SmackDown on actual Fox for 3 consecutive hours. I know 3 hours is a lot because Raw can be long sometimes. I thought last night it was a little long, but it did go faster, quicker than what it did last week, in my opinion. And I think that's why a lot of people like SmackDown a little bit more, because it's only 2 hours. Like most people can sit through a 2-hour show because normally movies are like 2 hours long. So Bray Wyatt vignette, R-Truth and Carmella are in the ring, but I wouldn't mind SmackDown going to 3 hours, even if it did stay at 8 and then went from 10 to 11 on Fox Sports 1. I know not a lot of people have Fox Sports 1, but with social media nowadays and everything else, and live streams of live reactions and whatnot like I do, there's content out there that people can have a chance to watch it. So we come back to backstage area now. Kevin Owens with Big E, or Xavier and Kofi. Big E out of action. Kevin Owens replacing him. There's no way in hell he ate all of those pancakes. But that commercial break, about 5.5 minutes from the time we last saw them till now. So he's probably going to get sick now before his match and won't be able to go. Then they might have somebody else come in and replace Kevin Owens. Maybe a returner. Kevin Owens, 2 thumbs up. He says he's good. They walk away. Carmella versus Charlotte Flair on SmackDown. What has happened so far? Finn Balor's on SmackDown now. He defeated Mustafa Ali. Coming up now, Carmella and Charlotte. And then Kevin Owens joined the New Day 6-man tag with that. And that's all that's happened. That's happened so far. 6-man tag with New Day and Kevin Owens, Big O, as they're calling him, with Rusev and Nakamura and Cesaro. And then Vince McMahon's going to give a big announcement on the biggest accusation in SmackDown Live history. So Big E probably going to be gone for a couple weeks, maybe a month, maybe a little bit longer. Not long. He just got his knee scoped out. Carmella, yeah. I'll wink back at you too, Charlotte. You think it's going to be Pete Dunne? Nah, I don't know about that. So yeah, what's up, everyone? Thanks for tuning in and watching. I think if Pete Dunne was coming to the main roster, he'd be going to Raw. Because they have that third hour right now. They give some new talent that hasn't been on the main roster before, time to get accustomed to the main roster and then try to get him over with the fans as well. Now, yeah, he did lose the United Kingdom Championship to Walter, but they're going to be having a rematch this upcoming weekend at more NXT UK tapings. He is good. He is good, but I don't think he'll be coming over now. Match underway. Carmella with some kicks to Charlotte. Cover 1-2 kick out by the Queen. Yeah, Big E's only going to be gone a little while. Finn Balor is the only one who's come to SmackDown so far. Finn Balor. The Demon, the Intercontinental Champion. So, yeah, that's it. Quarter 9 right now. I would think they're going to be, maybe have a woman come out from Raw, get involved with this maybe. But I would think very, very shortly they're going to have an announcement on who else is coming over to SmackDown, or have some superstars come out. Because about an hour from now, that's when Vince will probably come out and make his announcement on who's coming to SmackDown. Carmella with the cover, 1-2 kick out. So, R-Truth ringside. Yeah, we'll see what happens. The thing is, with the Superstar shakeup, like all these storylines, they're getting created now, and I mean, you can say this and that and everything else in between, but you know, it might not make sense. I mean, everybody has their own thoughts and predictions and everything else, but like I said, after tonight, and then, I mean, they only had like 10, maybe 12 of them last night on Raw. 15 might be pushing it. Corey Graves and myself wishing I was in the corner right then, but Carmella in control of Charlotte. They only had about 10 to 15 superstars go to Raw, and only one so far on SmackDown, so Charlotte with a big boot to Carmella as they go to commercial break, so keep those chat questions and comments coming on through, guys, during this commercial break. So I think hopefully we'll be getting more here soon, and with the report, like I said, they're going to be announcing more throughout the week. It's hard to tell what they have planned, because knowing Vince, knowing the WWE, they always change their mind last second. Because hell, just a couple hours before Raw last night, they had to, I guess, rewrite the entire show because Samoa Joe was sick. They had some travel issues getting to Montreal, and I mean, it is what it was. It is what it is. I thought Raw last night was pretty good. Raw last night and Raw last week were probably about the same. SmackDown's been a tad bit better tonight already than last week, I think. WWE's been going all out with tag team matches, 6-man, 8-man, so on and so forth. I mean, hell, a couple weeks ago they had like an 18-man tag match that made no sense whatsoever. Like the Shane McMahon segment last week on SmackDown, but we'll see what happens. Carmella with the moon walk. She is the moon walking, trash talking princess of Staten Island. She is currently the princess of Corey Graves' bedroom as well, but wasn't Carmella and Charlotte Flair already on SmackDown? Yes, so they're staying on SmackDown. And that's why I said a second ago, I think a woman's going to be coming over to SmackDown. Maybe Natalya. Who else from Raw?
People need my protection. There's no other way.
Who else from Raw could, woman-wise, could go to SmackDown? Let's see. Maybe Alexa Bliss. I like Ember Moon a lot. I do. In my opinion, she's underrated. She should have won the Royal Rumble this year. She got hurt then, though. I think she's going to be a favorite to win the Money in the Bank next month. Maybe they have Mickey James go to SmackDown, but then that would ruin Monday Night MILF. You can't do anything on Tuesday night with that, so maybe the Riot Squad come to SmackDown. They, Ruby lost to... Who'd Ruby lose to last night? Help me out, guys. Ruby Riott was on a match last night on Raw. She faced off versus...
How excited are you that the Queen and Carmella both stayed here on SmackDown Live in the Superstar Showcase?
Beefs up the women's division here on SmackDown Live. Carmella, one of the few superstars who's remained on the same brand.
They faced off versus the Iconics.
WWE draft.
Is that who it was?
Right to the face. Two superstars who know each other so well.
I can't remember. Back to the action. Carmella and Charlotte still on SmackDown Live, regular singles match. Yeah, no one else has moved so far. Yeah, no one else has moved so far. Which just proves my point a little bit. With SmackDown only being 2 hours, you would have thought by now they'd have a couple more moves in the Superstar Shakeup, but maybe the Finn Balor move and then the move with Vince announcing whoever it's going to be, maybe they think that's going to be big enough. We don't need a couple for tonight, and we'll do the rest on social media throughout the rest of the week. And then I bet you in the weeks to come, too, there's probably going to be people just making their way on the main roster or on to another brand. Carmella with a nice kick. She's limping a little bit as well. Yeah, nice super kick to Charlotte. Yeah, Carmella limping. She was probably aggravated by you, Corey Graves. She's probably on her knees too much. Figure 4 now turned into a figure 8. Carmella taps out. Carmella, left knee really hurting her. Yeah, she did hurt it in this match, but R-Truth coming to her aid. Probably on him a little too much, though, with Corey Graves. Lil Nate was the official. He escorts Charlotte out of the ring. You hear that Harper asked for his release. Shaking my head, yes. That's just... And he's still on the Superstar Shakeup graphic. You see that? Yeah, I saw that earlier, and he's a very underrated superstar that they didn't use enough. Here comes Lars Sullivan now. About ready to take out R-Truth, it looks like. He might be coming out to take out Carmella, though, too. Or are they going to have Corey Graves get involved? Get Graves in the ring. Come on, yeah, hell yeah. But yeah, I saw Harper ask for his release. Whether they're going to give it to him or not, I don't know. They normally do when they ask. But I think WWE blew with him, yeah, for sure. For sure. Now there's going to be people saying, oh, he's going to go to AEW. Which, okay, he might. The money's going to be there, so why not? But he could go to New Japan. He could go to Ring of Honor. He'd be able to make a name for himself, though, in AEW, if he did go to AEW. Lars Sullivan grabs a hold of R-Truth. R-Truth fighting back. Lars taking out people left and right, just as I thought he would after last Monday. Nice kick from Truth to Lars, but Lars does not move an inch. Just laughing his ass off. You're already tired of Lars. Well, get used to it, because this is what it's going to be for the next couple weeks. Nice power slam from Lars Sullivan to R-Truth. Carmella still in the corner. Yeah, but Harper was definitely underutilized. Carmella getting stared down by Lars Sullivan. I think the crowd's chanting Corey Graves. Come on, Graves, get in the ring. Save her. Whether or not she's actually injured or not beats me, but asshole chants towards Lars Sullivan, along with Lars is going to kill you. Asshole chants, though, now. He's going to go after R-Truth once again. Power bomb. A Lars bomb. That's what they need to call that. Instead of Batista bomb, a Lars bomb. Or whatever his nickname is. All he is Gene Snitsky. All he is Snitsky from 15 years ago. That's all Lars Sullivan is. Tonight, Mr. McMahon reveals biggest accusation in SmackDown Live history as some backstage reps along with officials come out with, to the aid of R-Truth after the attack by Lars Sullivan. Becky Two Belts, as they're calling her, Becky Lynch, the man, is live next on SmackDown. A replay of the Lars bomb from Lars Sullivan to R-Truth. He says that was beautiful. Yeah, get used to seeing that. We're going to be seeing that for a while. The question is, though, who is he going to take out next? He's already taken out Kurt Angle, the Hardys, who will probably be on SmackDown tonight, I bet. They might have a tag team match, because we haven't seen a tag team match yet. We'll have a 6-man tag, but not a regular tag. And then he took out, who did he take out last night? Rey Mysterio. And then R-Truth tonight. So maybe next week on Raw, Lars will take out. They might be getting him involved in a feud with Bobby Lashley too, to be honest with you. I said that the other day or last week, but they're both heels. That's the thing. It wouldn't make sense. Lars could take out Jinder. They could have him job to him. Have him take out, have Lars take out Mojo and No Way Jose. Get them out of the damn company. Maybe Titus. Might take out Titus. I'm hoping Bray comes back with Bo and they start a group. Well, people have been saying that for a while. Maybe. Where does that leave Curtis Axel, though? You know, you might as well get the 3-man band back together at that point. Except Axel wasn't actually a part of the 3-man band. Him and Bo Dallas would always, as the B team, would always imitate all these other tag teams. So I think Bray is going to feud with Lars, to be honest with you. But Lars will probably end up taking out maybe Jinder, like I said. Maybe Ali, or
I guess.
New York style. Deep dish.
Any pizza. Scan your pizza with the
That sucks for the Bludgeon Brothers now, too, that I think about, and the Wyatt family in general, with Harper asking for his release. Because, you know, it was Bray, Harper, Rowan, and Strowman then at the end, once they brought him in the fold. They could have Lars take out Shelton Benjamin, maybe. Sin Cara. But yeah, that's what he's going to be doing for a while. Now, this new show on ABC, whatever the hell it's called, this is just a spin-off of The Ranch, it seems like. Because it has Dax Shepard in it, who plays on The Ranch. He replaced, Bless This Mess on ABC. Premieres tonight. Like it's just a knockoff of The Ranch. Dax Shepard replaced Rooster off The Ranch, whatever his real name is in real life. Played on that 70s show with Ashton Kutcher. It does. I like the backwood cult vibe. Yeah. Especially in the beginning. Yeah, when they first... I remember when they debuted. They debuted in Baltimore, July of 13. And it was on Monday Night Raw. And I was at the SmackDown the next night, so that's all they were talking about. Like, they kept on showing all these vignettes and all these replays, so these highlights from the night before with the Wyatt family coming out and debuting. The Shield, Dean Ambrose, is going to be gone now as well, even though he did... Whoa! Here comes Becky Lynch, the man, Becky Lynch, Becky Two Belts, the Raw and SmackDown Live Women's Champion. They did have Ambrose come out after Raw last night with Reigns and Rollins, I guess. But the Shield, they're gonna air their final house show match on the network this Sunday. So Becky Lynch, Becky Two Belts. She'll probably have something to say as there's a Marry Me Becky sign front row. I think Seth Rollins has got that locked up right now, but she'll probably have something to say about Lacey Evans from last night. Maybe this is when one of the women from Raw comes over to SmackDown. I honestly don't know. That's what last night tonight, like it might seem like I'm off my game a little bit, but I honestly don't know what they had planned for the Superstar Shakeup. Like, what you're getting out of me is obviously what you're getting, but you're hearing it for the first time. Like, I'm telling you what I'm thinking off the top of my head. So, and normally that's how it is. Normally that's how it is for live reactions, because it's live. Like, you can think all you want, but what they end up deciding to do and what happens, you know, that's a different story. Showing some highlights, replays now from WrestleMania last weekend with Becky winning the Raw and SmackDown Live Women's Championships in the main event over Charlotte and Ronda Rousey. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching. Be sure to share this on social media. And follow me right here on Periscope at CoolHandLuke96. So Becky Lynch in the ring. Whoa. You think he's really leaving Ambrose? Well, he might be. I mean, I have said it could very well be a ploy, you know, just to get people talking about it, saying he's going to be leaving and then he sticks around. But his contract isn't officially up, so they can still use him until it's over with. Not sure why they would broadcast it. Well, it was their final house show match as the Shield a couple months ago. So, I mean, that's just more content for the network. That gives them another reason, Becky Two Belts chance, gets them another reason to promote, to get people to tune in to the network, subscribe to the network, subscribe to Gridiron Ring on YouTube as well, and have the network then to watch that and then watch pay-per-views. Because especially with the Fox deal coming, I know they're going to be getting a lot of money from that, getting a lot of money from Saudi Arabia. But, you know, they still have the network and they still want people to tune in and subscribe. So, yeah, she brings up Lacey Evans in this promo. Becky Two Belts, which is a real, in my opinion, it's a real stupid gimmick, but I get it. You know, she's the old women's champion right now. I think he has taken a break from wrestling. You do? I mean, he's been going at it for a while. I mean, that's a good thought, good prediction. I mean, he very well could. Here comes Asuka. Or that's Ember Moon, excuse me. Ember Moon. Why did I say Asuka? Ember Moon on SmackDown now. This is good. Give me Ember Moon, Becky Lynch for the SmackDown Live Women's title, and have Ember go over. Asuka will probably be coming out later on. They'll have the Sky Pirates maybe with Paige. We'll see. Ember is on SmackDown Live, and she very quietly returned at WrestleMania last Sunday after being out of action with an injury. She's underrated. She's a damn good wrestler. Ember says she's not out here for advice. She's out here to make a name for herself.
And what better way to do it than to step up to the woman who beat Ronda Rousey in the main event of WrestleMania.
Bayley on SmackDown now. I don't like her one bit, so I really don't care about that. But, Ambrose, you think he's taking a break from wrestling? Well, he's been going out, like I said, for quite a while. You know, he wrestled alongside Luke Harper in the Independents for quite a while before making it to the WWE. And then coming up with the Shield, Rollins, and Reigns. So Bayley on SmackDown, getting booed a little bit. No reaction whatsoever. Well, good for you. No one gives a damn. So you think when he does return to the wrestling ring, he'll come back to WWE? Well, normally everybody comes back around anyway, so I want to roll that out. I agree with that.
I guess it's been a while since we've seen each other, huh? And a lot has changed.
Yeah, Ember and SmackDown.
I mean, you know, this whole past year I've willed the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships into existence. And with my tag team partner Sasha Banks,
yeah, Ember on SmackDown, I like.
Tag team champions.
Give her a push. Boo. Yeah, you and Sasha suck.
Now, as special as those titles are to
About damn time somebody realized it. That's why it just got brought up within the past week.
singles competitor,
Bayley's on SmackDown as a singles competitor.
other titles.
Looks like they're going to have a number one contendership match. Well, here come the Iconics, Billie Kay and Peyton Royce. And it seems like they only have one outfit. They're wearing the same damn ring attire week in and week out every single night. Which, don't get me wrong, they look damn good, but you'd think they'd have something else to wear.
Two belts? I could have sworn someone said two belts. Somebody definitely said two belts.
They might have a number one contendership match like they did last night on Raw, though, with Natalya and Lacey Evans with Ember and Bayley. And then Becky might have to face Lacey and then face the winner of Ember Bayley at, what would it be, Money in the Bank? And then maybe whoever they have win the Money in the Bank, cash in on Becky. But then Becky would still look strong because she's still a champion. Iconics with a promo. They're in the ring now, taking shots at Bayley, saying that they're the women's tag champions, took her titles. Bayley needs a heel turn. Here comes Paige. No, they're going to have a triple threat. They're going to have a triple threat tag team match for the titles. She's going to introduce the Sky Pirates, Io Shirai and Kairi Sane from NXT. That's exactly what's going to happen. Yeah, Bayley turning heel, that's like John Cena turning heel, for God's sakes. That'll never happen. It's me. Paige isn't bad looking either, but no, it's Alexa Bliss, Peyton Royce, and Mickie James for me. We talked about this last night. Those are my top three. Yeah, Peyton, she's a 10, according to Ty Dillinger. Paige going to be representing this next tag team. Well, here comes Mandy Rose. Here comes Mandy Rose, and then Sonya Deville there as well. That's Absolution for you. They broke up after Paige got injured once again and was out of action. And then they just pushed Mandy and Sonya by themselves. Absolution, and they went by Mandy and Sonya. And then Fire and Desire, which they pretty much scrapped that as well. Looks like a fatal four-way women's tag match up next.
SmackDown Live's waited long enough for the reunion of Absolution.
Okay, so they're going to go by Absolution once again.
They're going to have to wait for that. Because
Paige says you're going to have to wait for that.
I'm here to represent two brand new
Revolutionary women. Shayna Baszler.
The next WWE Women's Tag Team Champion.
It's going to be Io Shirai and Kairi Sane.
Asuka.
Okay, Asuka and Kairi. They might not think Io's ready to come up yet. Or maybe it's going to be a stable of the three of them. That'd be even better. And then this too. Kairi Sane and Asuka. Kairi Sane on SmackDown Live. This is good. It gives them a voice. Paige can be their manager and talk for them, because we all know that they can't really speak a lick of English anyway. So Kairi Sane and Asuka. They don't bring up Io Shirai. They keep her in NXT for the time being. As of now, I mean, unless they bring her out next. Have her go after Baszler. Shot towards TNA Impact. Asuka and Kairi Sane go after Mandy and Sonya. Bayley working with Peyton Royce and Billie Kay. Peyton Royce now with Ember Moon. Becky just stepping out of the ring now. And this is a fatal four-way. And I mean, it's just a scram right now, but they might, Bayley, Ember, Asuka, and Kairi Sane stand tall. They might make this an 8-woman tag. They go to commercial break. Mrs. and Mrs. next on USA Network. It's going to be an 8-woman tag, probably. It'll be the 4 that are in the ring that I just said. Bayley, Ember, Kairi, and Asuka versus Fire and Desire, Mandy Rose, and Sonya Deville, and the Iconics, Peyton Royce and Billie Kay. And then eventually maybe another fatal 4-way for the women's tag titles. So, commercial break. Keep those chat questions and comments coming on through, guys. Thanks for the likes and the super likes. Be sure to share this on social media. Follow me over on Twitter and right here on Periscope, CoolHandLuke96. Like, follow, and subscribe to Gridiron Ring and myself, CoolHandLuke96, on social media. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and right here on Periscope. And yeah, if you have any chat questions or comments, send those through on to me, and I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability as the Superstar Shakeup continues on SmackDown.
So we built the new Gillette Skin Guard with a specialized guard designed to reduce it. Because we believe all men deserve a razor just for them. The best a man can get.
Yeah, EO staying on NXT now. Have her defeat Baszler, Shayna Baszler, and then have Baszler finally come up. And then also, I mean, Bianca Belair is still down there. Candice LeRae, Dakota Kai. She's actually out of action though with an injury. Xia Li down in NXT right now too. So.
A little time with my favorite people goes a long way. And now at Denny's, $5.99 goes a long way too. You can get 2 eggs, 3 sausage links, 3 strips of bacon, and 2 buttermilk pancakes, all for just $5.99. The new Meat Lover Slam is here. See you at Denny's.
So much scent in New Gain Scent Blast detergent. You either love it or I guess not. New Gain Scent Blast. Love it or hate it, it's intense.
This is a commercial about buying cars. That's a car, this is a phone, and this is Drive Time. Do you need a car?
Yes, but I don't have a lot of money.
Oh, great. Go online and check out Drive Time and save that money. Their down payments are $1,000 less on average.
Ooh, this is a car commercial. Will there be a Sony focus group?
No, just valuable information. 99% of people who apply get approved, even if their credit is... You can do it in 2 minutes from anywhere. All you need is your phone.
I have a phone.
Everybody does.
Yeah, I'm done. I got approved.
Go to drivetime.com and get approved in 2 minutes. Drive Time. Genius.
Warning, it's bad. Burger King's Angry Whopper returns with flame-grilled beef and a sting of jalapenos, angry sauce, and angry onions. Get the Angry Whopper with fries, drink, and 2 cookies as part of the $6 King Box, only at Burger King.
Yeah, an 8-woman tag. It is the new tag team of Asuka and Kairi Sane, Bayley and Ember Moon versus the Iconics and Fire and Desire. Ember working Billie Kay. She tags in Peyton Royce. Ember with some nice kicks to Peyton Royce. Bayley makes a tag. Bayley tells Ember to get out. Bayley's getting booed. I don't think anybody likes Bayley and Sasha anymore. I've never liked Bayley or Sasha to begin with, but like I said, glad to see that everybody has finally come around on that. Paige is ringside. She is going to be managing Asuka and Kairi, giving them a voice. Peyton Royce going to tag in Sonya Deville.
By the way, Saxton, I would like you to take note that I have been designated Guardian of the Tag Team Championships by the Iconics during the commercial break. How cool is this? Lucky you. These things are beautiful.
Bayley with a nice flying elbow cover, 1 kick out by Sonya. Bayley now has Sonya in a headlock. Tags in Asuka. Asuka with a nice kick to the face of Sonya Deville after taunting her a little bit. Asuka gonna tag in, nope. almost tagged in Kairi Sane. Sonya over in her corner now. Tags in Mandy. There's Mandy Rose. Mandy picking up Asuka. Asuka went for a kick. Just Kairi Sane and Bayley and Ember Moon. Asuka and Kairi Sane are now a tag team. That's it. No one else so far. Not since the last time earlier. So that's a botch. Kairi Sane with a nice drop kick. Bayley with a nice forearm to Sonya Deville. Throws her out of the ring. Bayley, a dive just beneath the second rope. Takes out Fire and Desire. Here come the Iconics. Making sure they're alright. Ember from the top rope takes out all four of them. Match will continue on through the split screen commercial break. So match continues. 8-woman tag. Ember and Bayley. Asuka and Kairi Sane in control of the Iconics and Fire and Desire. Cover from Kairi Sane to Mandy Rose. A 1 count and then a kick out. Nice slap to the chest of Mandy Rose. Knee from Mandy. Right hand. Mandy gonna tag in Peyton Royce.
We get any two medium sundaes or ditch cones for just $4 after 8 p.m. with amazing.
Kairi with a nice slap to Peyton Royce, who's now in the match.
Tastes good.
Fitness routine with pure protein.
High protein, low sugar, tastes great.
High protein, low sugar. So good.
Bayley tags herself in.
Pure protein, the best combination.
Bayley with a chop towards Peyton Royce. Billy Kay with the cover on Bayley. 1-2 kick out.
There's nothing like the crisp, refreshing taste of 7-Up.
Billy gonna tag in Sonya.
So I think we're going with the family thing.
Bayley legal versus Sonya Deville. Split screen commercial still.
My choice. This thing's got reclining seats, DVD player. It's got a built-in vacuum cleaner. You ever seen my kid eat crackers? Yeah. See how that works? Sometimes you just gotta go straight for the source.
Car loans fast. From Navy Federal Credit Union, our members are the mission.
Back to full screen now. Mandy Rose tags in. Mandy working with Sonya versus Bayley right now. Double kick to the midsection of Bayley. Nice running knee from Mandy Rose to Bayley. Mandy is legal cover. Sonya forgot she was legal cover. 1-2 kick out. That's going to be on Botchamania as well. And Bayley trying to make a tag. Mandy in control though. Upcoming live events this Saturday. Big Ten Country, Madison, Wisconsin. Rochester, Minnesota on Sunday. Des Moines, Iowa next Monday for Raw. And then they also hit the Cornhusker State SmackDown Live next week. Will be in Lincoln, Nebraska. So WWE hitting Big Ten Country, the Midwest, for live events and Raw and SmackDown next week. Bayley trying to make a tag. It's her versus Peyton Royce right now. Peyton takes out Ember Moon. Peyton with a nice kick to Bayley. And here comes Bayley. Crawls underneath Peyton Royce. Tags in Asuka. Asuka with a couple kicks to the left leg of Peyton Royce. Asuka going to take out both Billy Kay and Sonya Deville on the ring apron. Nice drop kick from Asuka to Peyton Royce. Peyton Royce in the corner. Here comes Asuka. Nice kick to the side of the head. Suplex from Asuka to Peyton Royce. Nice kick to the head as well. Cover, 1, 2, kick out. Well, Mandy Rose broke it up, running knee. That was a 2.5. Should have been a 3 count. Ember off the middle rope takes out Mandy, excuse me. Spear from Sonya on Ember. Bailey to belly on Sonya Deville. Here comes Billie Kay though. Nice kick. Here comes Kyrie with a punch to the right side of the face of Billie Kay. Slap from Peyton Royce to Kyrie. Throws her over the top rope out of the ring. Well, she's still on the ring apron. Where's Asuka? There's Asuka. Suplex for Peyton Royce coming, it looks like. Well, no. Nice DDT. Kairi Sane going to tag in now. She's going to go up top rope. And gonna... The insane elbow, as they call it. Cover 1, 2, 3. Kairi Sane pins Peyton Royce during her debut on SmackDown Live. The tag team of Asuka and Kairi Sane, along with Bayley and Ember Moon, win this 8-woman tag team match here tonight on SmackDown Live. Showing the replay. And we'll probably have another segment in between this. Maybe go backstage with Kevin Owens and the New Day, maybe. Or that 6-man tag will be coming up next, probably. Yeah, the 6-man tag should come up next, and then Vince's announcement. It's probably going to be Roman Reigns. It's going to be Roman Reigns, Corey Graves. And you know it. Okay. Lars Sullivan officially going to be on SmackDown now. They show the graphic for Raw Superstars coming over to SmackDown during Superstar Shakeup. Bayley, Kairi Sane, Lars Sullivan, Finn Balor, and Ember Moon. So Lars is going to be on SmackDown now. So who's on SmackDown that he could take out next week? I thought they'd have him be on both Raw and SmackDown and just take out people left and right. But maybe Daniel Bryan. Maybe the New Day, Kevin Owens, the Hardys again. Ali, like I said earlier. He already took out R-Truth tonight. Rusev and Nakamura, Shelton Benjamin. We'll see. What they should do, they need to have somebody come back and, you know, face up against them. And I think it's going to be Bray Wyatt, but who knows? What we saw from Lars Sullivan just earlier on tonight. This was last week on SmackDown Live. We had just crowned new SmackDown tag. So yeah, the Hardys probably won't be on SmackDown tonight. Because it's about 9:30 coming up on it, and we got a 6-man tag, and then Vince's announcement, which will probably be like 5 or 10 minutes, if that.
Absolutely impressive.
The Hardy Boys iPhone promo. God, these suck. These iPhone promos are awful.
Me too. The Oh, yeah.
There were some people out there that forgot about the greatness of the Hardy Boys, but we made them remember.
While we are the greatest tag team in all of space and time.
So at least they get him involved. Kevin Owens is going to do the Biggie, oh, it's a new day. Oh, Montreal. New Day along with Kevin Owens in gorilla position. Kevin Owens wearing a cut-off New Day shirt. James, WWE champion, and the Big O. Power. Kevin Owens is the man. He is hilarious. That is so funny. Corey Graves says he misses Big E already. Kevin Owens, Big O, part of the New Day here this evening. That was hilarious. He's probably going to do a split, too, I bet, in the middle of the ring and do other stuff that Big E normally does. That's funny. This is up next after the women's match. They had a Hardy Boy iPhone promo, but that was it. It's Big O, Greg Hamilton. Get it right. It was Big K, but then they went with Big O. It should be Big KO. Up next, six-man tag team match. The New Day with Big O, Kevin Owens versus Shinsuke Nakamura and Rusev and Cesaro. Kevin Owens is awesome. He is awesome.
The story of a pair of lungs that smoked as a teen and never grew to normal size.
I don't know what they're doing with Sheamus. Because I said earlier, you would have thought it'd be somebody else other than Cesaro to come in and tag with Rusev and Shinsuke Nakamura. But then Cesaro just appeared out of nowhere and said, hey, you know, I'll be your tag team partner, basically. And so I don't know what they're going to do with Sheamus. I don't know if they did break up the bar or not. If Cesaro is going to be on SmackDown and Sheamus is going to be on Raw. They could announce something later on the week on social media. I guess they're going to do that. But, you know, it might just be for tonight, though, too. Sheamus might be sick as well, alongside Samoa Joe. So, technically, as far as I know, the bar is still together. It's just Cesaro in the six-man tag. But we'll find out sooner or later, hopefully. Maybe Sheamus is hurt and we don't know it. Maybe he's going to be out of action for a while. I don't know. So thank you guys for tuning in and joining. Chat questions and comments. Greatly appreciate it if you have chat questions or comments. Be sure to share this as well. Six-man tag on SmackDown Live coming up next. And then Vince McMahon's big announcement on the biggest acquisition in SmackDown Live history. So I'm going to read that. Seriously, I'm just curious why people watch WWE. Educate me. Okay. I did see one pop in before that. I think I've been having some trouble with the comments. I don't know why they're not all popping through, unless you deleted what you had originally typed and then said what you just now said. Because I've noticed that lately. So if you did say something before that and then it didn't come on through because I don't have it here on my end, I'm sorry. But seriously, I'm just curious on why people watch WWE. Educate me. Well, it's wrestling. It's sports entertainment. It's both. Okay, it is. Whether you think about it or agree with that or not. It's fun to watch. It's a sport, in my opinion. It's simply fun to watch. It's a soap opera. It's on week in and week out. It's on 2-3 times a week, sometimes 4. That's just the WWE. There's other promotions as well. Wrestling's on basically every night of the week. And, like, okay, I get why people watch the UFC and MMA in particular, Bellator as well. Because they want to see people get knocked out. They want to see people actually fight. And I watch that too. Okay, I watch normally every sport out there. Except for like tennis. I don't watch tennis. But Ms. and Mrs. Commercial for the show coming up next. Yeah, there's Impact, there's TNA Impact, there's New Japan, there's Ring of Honor, there's AEW coming into the fold now too, WWE, there's a shit ton of promotions. But the thing is with WWE, I get UFC and Bellator. Like Bellator, sometimes they have 2 pay-per-views a month, sometimes 3, because sometimes they'll have them on Friday and a Saturday. And Buddy Murphy, is he coming to SmackDown? It looks indeed like that.
Because the best kept secret is coming to SmackDown.
Buddy Murphy's going to be on SmackDown. Wow. Okay. Cesaro, Rusev, and Nakamura get jobber entrances during commercial break. I get, like I said, Bellator, sometimes 2, sometimes 3 pay-per-views a month. And those are on TV, so you can watch them. Fight Night is on TV 9 times out of 10 for UFC. But that's only like once a month. Along with UFC pay-per-views, normally you only get one of those a month. So you gotta wait a month. Okay, and like with MMA, you might win this fight, and then you might be put in a poll or whatever, however they do it, and, you know, okay, you're going to face off and fight this guy next. With WWE, with wrestling, there's storylines. You know, it's simply just fun to watch, in my opinion. So hopefully that answers that if you're still listening, if you're still watching. Xavier Woods and Rusev start things off in this 6-man tag. Mike Chioda, the head official. But don't get me wrong, too, okay? These wrestlers, these sports entertainers, they put their bodies on the line 300 plus days out of the year. MMA guys, okay, yeah, they're training for a fight. And they might train once they're not in camp for a fight, as Kofi Kingston, the WWE champion, tags in. Kofi working with Rusev now. These guys put their bodies on the line 4, 5, 6 nights a week. They don't have an off season. They're scheduled. They have off Wednesday and Thursdays in the middle of the week. Good vibrations from Shinsuke Nakamura because they have house shows Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Pay-per-views on Sunday as well sometimes. And then Monday Night Raw on Monday and SmackDown Live on Tuesday. Now when SmackDown goes live on Friday, they'll have SmackDown. On Friday, they'll have a Raw house show that night as well. House show for both on Saturday, house show for both on Sunday, unless it's a pay-per-view weekend. And then a house show on Monday, and then Raw on Monday as well. So it's probably going to be Roman Reigns. It could be Brock Lesnar, but it's probably going to be Roman Reigns. Kevin Owens tags it. Kevin Owens going after Shinsuke Nakamura. Kick after kick after kick in the corner. And Kevin Owens, cannonball on Shinsuke in the corner. Yeah, it's probably going to be Roman Reigns, yeah. Cover 1-2 kick out by Nakamura on Xavier Woods.
Really starting to like this honorary member. Well, that's the fastest way to make anything in the world uncool for Byron Saxton to endorse it. Yeah. So goodbye, Kevin Owens.
Xavier Woods forearm smash right to the side of the face, and here's Nakamura.
Nice knee. And then a kick to the side of the head from Nakamura to Xavier Woods. Lana ringside. She's the wife of Rusev. Cesaro with a nice uppercut. Xavier with a nice elbow and then a chop. Cesaro throws Xavier over the top rope. Cesaro tags in Shinsuke. Rusev throws Xavier into Nakamura, who throws him into the barricade. So Miz and Mrs. will be next. Big acquisition, though, on SmackDown Live. Still yet to come. And then tomorrow night, some breaking news right now as well. Tomorrow night, I will be live right here on Periscope once again, as the NFL will release the 2019 schedule. So I will have a live reaction stream of the 2019 NFL schedule release. So be sure to tune back in tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Just made that decision a short time ago. So this is the first I'm letting everybody know. I'll have social media posts about it tomorrow. So like, follow, and subscribe to Gridiron Ring, Gridiron 18, and myself, Cool Hand Luke 96, on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and right here on Periscope. Keep those chat questions and comments coming. Yeah, the NFL, the National Football League, football. So they'll be releasing their regular season schedule tomorrow at 8 o'clock. The preseason schedule is already out, but the opponents for teams for next year are already out as well. They've been out since last year, but we'll actually get the order of the games for all 32 teams and when their bye weeks will be. So the schedule release normally comes out on a Thursday, the week before the NFL draft next Thursday. I'll be live here on Periscope for that as well, but that's the first round. Rounds 2 and 3 next Friday, and 4 through 7 next Saturday. But they moved it up a day for some reason. It's now on a Wednesday night. So be sure to follow me right here on Periscope, guys. Cool Hand Luke 96. We call soccer football. Yeah, here in the UK. Yeah. And vice versa, we just call soccer here in the US, and football. So, yeah.
It's the first ever Corolla hybrid. Let's go places.
What time is it in the UK? Going on 3 o'clock? You guys 5 hours ahead?
So what if he's eyeing your shrimp? That's the price you pay for greatness. He's got a sad fish sandwich.
Trade you.
Get Popeye's butterfly shrimp tackle box with 8 crispy shrimp or my surf and turf for just $5.
Hi,
Yeah.
and I'm an actress. Under eye bags
Cool.
and wrinkles are so frustrating.
Well, thanks for staying up and watching my live reactions of WWE SmackDown Live.
So powerful, that's all it takes. It literally creates an invisible layer that tightens the skin and smooths it out. All you do is gently rub it underneath your eyes, on your fine lines and wrinkles, and it visibly disappears in as little as 10 minutes.
You know, I felt something happening, but I had no idea. Like, I have so many dark circles, I have the puffiness, I have the lines. Like, it's amazing.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. It feels great. Looks even better.
The videos that you see are real. Those are the results you can expect to see. Get Plexaderm for up to 50% off, plus get free shipping. Order yours at plexaderm.com or call the number on your screen.
Back to the action now on SmackDown Live. Xavier Woods with Shinsuke Nakamura. Xavier trying to make a tag. Xavier actually takes out Cesaro and Rusev in the meantime. Nakamura with a nice kick to the back of Xavier Woods. Tags in Rusev. So Rusev is legal. Rusev with a cover 1-2 kick out by Xavier. Yeah, I get that a lot.
Rusev and Nakamura are putting in the work. They're getting better and better each and every week. Don't forget, they're both former United States champions in their own right.
Overrated chance towards Rusev. He's not overrated. It's always Rusev Day. Xavier, on the other hand, he's a little overrated. Alana came up out of nowhere. Ref did not see. Slapped Xavier right across the face. Rusev tags in Shinsuke Nakamura. Lana, yeah, she's overrated. I don't want to say Rusev's overrated, though. Nakamura going to be going for a running knee on Xavier Woods in the corner. Xavier actually moves out of the way. Nice right hand. Xavier going up top now. Nakamura with a kick to the back of the head.
Punishment that Woods has absorbed slowed his progression. Woods is feeling desperate, but I don't think the top rope was the best course of action. And Shinsuke is going to make Woods pay.
Shinsuke is standing on the middle rope. Superplex coming, maybe. Xavier fighting back. Right hands to the midsection. Nice chop to the shoulders of Shinsuke Nakamura. Xavier now top. Holy hell, a drop kick from the top rope. Takes out Shinsuke Nakamura. Rusev trying to get Nakamura back in his corner. Xavier going to either tag in Kofi or Big O, Kevin Owens. Here comes Kofi Kingston. Takes out Cesaro, who is legal. Takes out Rusev as well. Nice drop kick from Kofi to Cesaro.
Champ is firing on all cylinders right now. Crashing down, takes out Cesaro.
Yes, you can just feel it. A newfound confidence for the WWE champion.
An unforgettable moment of WrestleMania has propelled Kofi Kingston.
Here comes Rusev. Kofi takes him out. Kofi with a kick to Cesaro. Kofi up top now. Splash. Cesaro catches him. And a SOS Kofi to Cesaro cover 1-2 kick out by the Swiss superstar. Cesaro now going to take Kofi swinging. Taking him for a little ride. Now a sharpshooter from Cesaro to Kofi Kingston in the middle of the ring. Here comes Kevin Owens. Super kick to Cesaro. Nakamura takes out Owens. Here comes Xavier Woods. DDT from Xavier Woods to Nakamura. Rusev throws Xavier out of the ring. They're going to go home now here. Rusev tags in. Rusev versus Nakamura. Or Rusev versus Xavier Woods, excuse me. Or Kofi Kingston. Kofi tags in Kevin Owens. Third time's a charm. Kevin Owens, Rusev. Kevin Owens throws Rusev out of the ring. Kevin Owens propels Kofi over the top rope. He takes out Nakamura and Cesaro. Here comes Rusev, though. Rusev went for a Moshka kick on Xavier. Trouble in Paradise. Stunner. Trouble in Paradise. Cover 1, 2, 3. Kevin Owens. Big O. Big KO. Pins Rusev. The New Day, alongside Kevin Owens, to defeat Rusev, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Cesaro. Nice trouble in paradise from Kofi to Rusev, and then a stunner from Kevin Owens to Rusev, and then the cover with the pin 1, 2, 3, and they win. So New Day and Kevin Owens. Just said that. There's old Vinnie Mac, Vince McMahon, looking on from backstage. Next on SmackDown Live, Vince will make the announcement on who will become the biggest accusation in SmackDown Live history. Miz and Miss is also on after SmackDown tonight. Any final guesses on who's coming to SmackDown? I think it's either going to be Roman, Lesnar, but I would not rule out Ronda Rousey. A lot of people have been saying CM Punk and Conor McGregor. I highly doubt it, but we'll find out and see. Let me know in the chat who you guys think it's going to be. Yes. Main event segment. We're coming up on the 10 o'clock hour. So Vince will probably he'll come out. No chance in hell. They'll sing along to it, and he'll say a couple words, and then he'll have somebody come out, whoever it's going to be, or somebody will probably interrupt them, and then whoever's planning on coming out, whoever they are planning to have come out will come out to end SmackDown, and to maybe set up a feud with those two then. Which Randy I could see Orton interrupting because he hasn't been on TV tonight. And then, what if it's Cody Rhodes? Oh, that'd be hilarious. What if it's Cody Rhodes? No more AEW then. What if Vince is quietly been the owner of AEW this entire time, and he just had the Young Bucks and what if it's the Young Bucks? He had the Young Bucks and Cody Rhodes just take over, lead the way up until now, which I highly doubt it's gonna be that, but we'll see. Can't roll it out though until it actually happens. Oh my.
Wherever you decide to unwind, make sure you do it with a twist.
Thank you guys for the likes and the super likes. Be sure to share this on social media as well. Hashtag Superstar Shakeup. Got what I need. Just a friend. It's on from 8 to 10 o'clock. East Coast time in the U.S. It's only on for 2 hours.
Amazon's got everything you need and package tracking for all. Welcome everyone.
Had the time of my life.
The most delicious food of all time is back. Kentucky Fried Chicken and Waffles for a limited time at KFC.
Another Bray Wyatt vignette with the dollhouse and then the doll. Same vignettes with the buzzard, and now we saw this last night on Raw. Same one from last night right now as well. The rocking horse with the bunny rabbit. Watch it be Baron Corbin. Oh, that'd be awesome. That'd be hilarious. I'd like that. Maybe Vince's. Nah. Vince is in charge of the entire company. Why would that want to make any sense? That'd be hilarious if it's Baron Corbin. I would love that, though. There's the doll. Feels like Raw. Oh my god, yeah. For sure. got like at least 8-10 more people, but they're reportedly going to continue this throughout the entire week, so we'll see. Here comes old Vinnie Mac, the chairman. No chance. What you got? The owner of the WWE, Mr. Vincent Kennedy McMahon, strutting down the ramp into the ring. Cause you've got no chance. No chance now. You've got no chance. No chance now. You've got no chance. No chance now. Yeah, what if it's the Big Show? Yeah, the biggest accusation. Wishful thinking, Adam Cole. I would love Adam Cole. I would love that. What was I going to say? Vince says this guy is the future of the entire WWE. He's tough, he's talented, he's got charisma. Drum roll. Who's it going to be? Ladies and gentlemen, Elias is on SmackDown. Are you kidding me? He's getting booed. Hello, I'm Elias. Somebody's going to come out to Elias now. Somebody has to. I like Elias, but... And this is big for him, though. Getting in the ring with Vince. But promoting it as this? He shakes hands with Vince. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't. They're chanting something. I can't make it out. It probably will be Roman, yeah. He says, I'm sorry, I don't speak French. Neither do I, so I can't understand what they're saying. It's not going to be Hogan. No way in hell it's Hulk Hogan. Somebody's going to interrupt him because that's his gimmick right now. He keeps getting interrupted. And it's probably going to be somebody big. If it's Roman, they're going to boo the shit out of him. And we still got 5 minutes. Somebody else is going to come out. And then it's going to start a feud with Elias. Who's it going to be? We're going to walk with Elias. I don't think it's going to be Punk. I don't. I'd wish it'd be Punk. I don't think it's going to be Punk. Someone big, maybe. Well, Elias is big. He's a big superstar. He's a big act. Corey Graves is laughing his ass off on commentary. It's hilarious. It might be Brock. I thought it was going to be... It's going to be a guy now. We'll see who it is here. Elias starts to play guitar. And it's the big dog. It's Roman Reigns. Mixed reaction. They're going to do the storyline with Vince and Roman now, it looks like. Roman Reigns is on SmackDown Live. Big move. Roman replaces AJ on the blue brand. Keep those chat questions and comments coming on through, guys. I'll get to those here in a second. Roman with a right hand to Elias. Roman staring down Vince. Superman punch to the Drifter. Roman face to face now with Vince. This is what they're going to do to get Roman over. Are you kidding me? Superman punch to the boss. Is Roman heel now? Roman with a mic. I don't care what he says. SmackDown Live is my yard now. Mixed reaction. I knew Roman was going to be turning heel eventually. I didn't think it was going to be now on SmackDown of all places. I did say sometime after WrestleMania I could see him turning heel, but then I even pushed it back further to the summer, have him turn on Seth Rollins and have him feud with Rollins for the Universal title. But it looks like they're going to have Rollins be Universal Champion for a while, and they're going to have Roman take the WWE Championship off of Kofi Kingston. Daniel Bryan, surprisingly, not on SmackDown for the second consecutive week as well. So Elias and Roman Reigns are now on SmackDown. Roman turns heel. Superman punch to the boss himself, Vince McMahon. And this is what they're going to do to get Roman over. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. Come on now. Roman going back for more. Roman going back in the ring. Spear to Elias. Roman is on SmackDown. Vince looks on from laying down on the ring apron. Mixed reaction. I mean, it makes sense. It does. It does make sense. I mean, I called this. I said Roman was going to turn sometime soon. Like I said, I said sometime after WrestleMania, but I pushed it back to the summer. Because I didn't think they'd have him go to SmackDown during the shakeup. I thought they'd have him stay on Raw. So closing credits. So now with AJ leaving the house that he built, SmackDown Live, to go to Monday Night Raw. SmackDown Live is now the big dog's yard. Roman Reigns is on the blue brand. So SmackDown's over. Roman Reigns is on SmackDown. I just didn't think they'd have him. I knew people would turn on him eventually. Once he, came back from leukemia. I have people to back me up on this too. I don't know if they're listening tonight or not, or watching this right now, but I had said, and I know I've said it in my videos, so there's proof of it, saying that he'll turn heel eventually. I just didn't think it'd be on SmackDown. And then to start a feud with Elias to get him over right off the bat, and then to have, because that just buries Elias even more. But then have him go up with Vince, go up face to face with Vince to get him over. Will it work? We'll find out. It makes sense. I get it. I can see it. I see the long run of it. But then at the same time, come on. Really? Roman Reigns looks to be heel on SmackDown. So thank you guys for those chat questions and comments that just came on through. I'll get to those here right now. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on social media. Gridiron Ring and myself, Cool Hand Luke 96, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube and right here on Periscope.
I'll get the back. Thanks, Margie. We appreciate it.
So yeah, it ended up being Roman Reigns. I thought it was going to be Reigns, Lesnar, Punk, Strowman, or Ronda. And then somebody said Conor McGregor as well. And then Elias ended up coming out. And yeah, it was somewhat an odd ending, but it gets people talking to tune in now next week to Raw and SmackDown. And really, you think about it, I mean, the rosters on Raw and SmackDown now, they're somewhat even. Now, the Superstar Shakeup will continue throughout the rest of the week, I guess. They did announce that, so we'll see what happens. Roman, the plan will be for him to have SmackDown like The Undertaker. Maybe. I can see that.
She needs to sleep in the crib that she hasn't slept in. She needs to go to the nursery. If I don't get enough sleep, I'm edgy.
No, Braun Strowman and Drew McIntyre are staying on Monday Night Raw. Braun is going to be feuding with Samoa Joe for the United States Championship because Finn Balor is now on SmackDown, so they did switch up the mid-card titles. Yeah, still 4 minutes. Yeah, once Elias came out, there was still a couple minutes. I knew somebody else would be coming out. I said that there. Drew's going to be going up against Seth Rollins for the Universal title, which that's good because Drew's a good heel. The thing is, no one likes Roman as a face. There's people that like Roman, okay? And I've said this time and time again when he was wrestling before leukemia and then after, once he came back. There's people that like Roman, but there's more people out there that hate him. The people are going to hate him whether he's a face or is a heel. So Miz and Miz is on right now. There's R-Truth talking backstage with Miz. This is obviously already pre-recorded, but well, I mean, he knows what the hell he's doing. You know, Vince knows what he's doing. He knows what he wants. And he got what he wanted tonight. He wanted Roman to turn heel, and he got it. Roman Reigns is heel, once again. Roman versus Kofi at SummerSlam. Yes, unless they have... Well, they have Money in the Bank next month. Unless they have somebody, whoever wins Money in the Bank, cash in on Kofi. Maybe they have Roman win Money in the Bank and cash in on Kofi. And then, because you still have Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan still has to get his rematch. Even though they don't have rematch clauses anymore, they technically still do. He'll get his rematch versus Kofi Kingston for the WWE Championship. Yeah, odd ending. No, because WWE and Fox aren't together yet. That deal does not come into play until the first Friday in October. But they put Roman, a big superstar, on Fox to get ready for the move to Fox come fall. Probably to say something to the crowd, you know, just to end the two-night Superstar Shake-Up event in Montreal for both Raw and SmackDown, just to thank the fans and send them home happy. Maybe then have a dark match afterwards. That's probably why he had a mic in his hand. Well, yeah, but don't you think, I don't know if you're still listening, to me, that looked like he turned heel. Now, it's all going to depend on what they do next week. Okay, and then moving forward, you know, closer and closer towards Money in the Bank, get a clear look at who's going to win that then, and then the Saudi Arabia show, Backlash, Extreme Rules, and then SummerSlam before the September pay-per-view, which I believe is either Night of Champions, Clash of Champions, or Hell in a Cell. I'm not 100% sure on that right now. I'd have to look. Before you move into the Fox deal early October. See, an odd ending, but SmackDown was it was alright tonight. It wasn't as good as Raw, because I think Raw, well, they obviously got more superstars, but like I said, I think it's more evened out now, both rosters on Raw and SmackDown. But there's probably going to be some more shakeups the rest of the week, and then throughout the rest of the week, and then maybe in the weeks to come as well. So we'll see what happens. I will be on Periscope. You know what the hell? I'll be on Periscope next Monday and Tuesday as well, just to see the first episodes of Raw and SmackDown. And you can take that to the bank. I will be live right here on Periscope next Monday and Tuesday for Raw and SmackDown Live, just to see the first episodes of Raw and SmackDown Live after the Superstar Shakeup. Now, tomorrow night, okay, I will be live right here on Periscope once again for my live reactions, play-by-play of the 2019 NFL schedule release. So be sure to tune back in. Like, follow, and subscribe on social media. Gridiron Ring, Gridiron 18, and myself, Cool Hand Luke 96. Also be live now next Thursday for the first round of the NFL Draft. Last couple questions and comments. Did the Pens lose? I haven't got any notifications. Did they end up losing? They got swept by the Islanders. Well, so be it. Okay. Their season is on and over then with. So that's first I'm hearing of that. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, sorry for the Pens. It is what it is. Hey, you win some, you lose some. I'll still watch the Stanley Cup playoffs. I'll watch those more so than the NBA playoffs. But still got wrestling every single week. And then football, still somewhat on. I mean, you got these spring games. The Alliance would still be going on if they didn't go under. And then, like I said, I'll be on tomorrow night for NFL schedule release. And then next Thursday for the first round of the NFL Draft. Next Monday and Tuesday for Raw and SmackDown. And then very, very soon as well, I'll be starting my flashback live reactions of older WWE events and older college and NFL football games. So baseball is going on right now too. The Pirates are playing the Tigers up in Detroit earlier. 2-game set with them tonight, tomorrow night. I don't have any of my notifications on right now, so I haven't got anything on my phone. So like I said, that's the first I'm hearing about the Pens. But like I said, hey, you win some, you lose some. It is what it is. They had a decent season, not as good as what I think people would want it, but hey, there's always next year. I can say that. So, yeah, I'll have to see if the Penguins or the Pirates won. Hopefully they did. Full turnover to baseball season now, with hockey being over for the Penguins. But yeah, Ms. and Mrs. on USA Network right now. If you guys want to tune in and watch that, just past 10 o'clock now here on the East Coast of SmackDown Live. Just got over a short time ago, and Roman Reigns, the big dog, is now officially on the blue brand. So that's going to do it for me, myself, Cool Hand Luke 96, right here on Periscope. Hope to see everybody now tomorrow night for my live reactions, play-by-play of the 2019 NFL schedule release. Like, follow, and subscribe to Gridiron Ring, Gridiron 18, and myself, Cool Hand Luke 96 on social media. Links are actually in the description below if you're watching on the playback right here on YouTube, or links are over in the description of the YouTube videos if you're watching right now on Periscope. So, Gridiron 18, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Subscribe on, Gridiron 18, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Subscribe on YouTube. Cool Hand Luke 96, myself, right here on Periscope and over on Twitter. So I hope to see everybody on tomorrow night for 2019 NFL schedule release.